Hey, what's up, everybody? Mark Walters with Bigfanboy.com, and I'm here with my man Ray Park, and we're talking. Is he doing bunny ears behind me? Are you serious? See, we're at San Diego Comic-Con, so he feels like a kid again, and we're at the Hasbro booth, and the main reason that we're here is we're promoting the release of G.I. Joe Retaliation, which is going to be out on Blu-ray on July 30th. And it was great to see you back in this character again, you know, playing, I mean, it's got to be like a childhood dream come true, playing a character like Snake Eyes. I mean, everybody, like, wanted to be that character when you were a kid. You know, I mean, I know not to go too far back, but like in the first movie, when you first put on that costume, what was the thought that was going through your head at that time?
How am I going to be able to do a butterfly twist? Am I going to be able to do the moves that I know I can do?
Yeah.
No, seriously, because I'd never put on a suit before. I'd put on like clothes costumes, but to put on something that I have to sort of put on, and I've never surfed before or put on a wetsuit, so it was something of a challenge, and so I questioned. And I had a meniscus tear at the time as well, so I had a lot of things going in my mind that, can I actually be Snake Eyes? I mean, I nailed it on the audition, and because adrenaline's pumping and I'm doing it, and I wanted to be Snake Eyes because I wanted to be Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow as a kid. I wanted to be a ninja, and then so that's why I went to martial arts, because of watching cartoons as a kid and watching Star Wars and you name it. I wanted to be that, you know, superhero, and then. So when I got into it, it was an interesting process, and I learned a lot. Just to really focus and keep, you know, very zen about everything. And when I was worried about what I could do and what I couldn't do, I just sort of had to throw that out the window and just be, and just do it. And it became part of me, the suit. I mean, once the suit was all put together, and you can see yourself in the mirror, I was like, I'm going to be Snake Eyes. You know, I'm walking on set and everyone's looking at you. It was like a Darth Maul moment again, you know? Everyone's looking at you, and so it was really good to be that for the first movie, and then to be asked to come back and do it again, and for a new suit and be part of that, and to work with Dwayne Johnson, and you know, and just to do something new. I was ecstatic.
Well, and the costume has changed a little bit in the second movie. It's more maneuverable for you, right? Like they made it easier for you to do stuff with your head and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot more. It was a lot easier with the head, because on the first movie it was like a big rubber band. You know, like if you imagine if you're turning your head, it's going to whip you back round. Yeah. And which is, you know, it wasn't nothing. I'm going to say this now, nothing negative. It's just I treat it as part of what I do. You know, like I learned very early on, like as a martial artist, you get into your gi, you put your performance suit on, and you perform. But if you can't do the same thing in a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers, what's the point? So I sort of see it in that. I know it sounds a bit weird, but you should be able to do the same moves in any clothes you wear.
Right.
So putting on the suit but being able to move the head was a big bonus. And of course I've got something on my head now, and I had a feeling of what I was going to be wearing, so I wore my motorcycle helmet in preps before the movie, and so that helped me out. And then just getting into the suit was more movable in certain areas. You know, there's certain hard bits in it.
Sure.
But it adds to the character, because I sort of want to I want to be that character. I don't want to be Ray all the time. I want to be Snake Eyes.
Right.
So it really adds if I change up the style a little bit because of what I'm wearing. And it felt like I was getting into battle mode, you know, like I put it on and I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Snake Eyes.
Last thing I want to ask you was, working with John Chu, what was he able to bring to this installment? I mean, obviously it's a very different, tonally, it's a very different type of film from the first movie, but what do you think was the main thing he was able to bring to this part of the franchise?
John knows the characters of G.I. Joe, you know, and when I heard that John was signed up to do it, I knew he was the right man for the job. You know, from his history of work and knowing how to capture movement and know how to tell stories in the way he does, you know, he's just awesome, you know. And John brings a lot of, like, you know, he's young, you know, he knows the characters, and it was really great to work with him and be on set with him, and to be called Snakey every day when I was on set was great. You know, he only called me Snakey. It wasn't. Not once was I called Ray.
Yeah.
It was Snakey, and I loved it.
Yeah.
You know, I really felt like, oh, I'm Snake Eyes.
I love the moments between you and Dwayne when you're kind of teasing one another in the movie too. That was like great little added character bit.
You.
So, all right, listen, G.I. Joe comes out July 30th. We're going to give you guys a chance to win one of these signs, so look for information on that down below. Ray Park is the man. Thanks so much, man. It's always good talking to you.
You too.
Thanks for coming to Comic-Con.
He's a good man.
He's better.